Hello and welcome to the demo walkthrough of the Eternals quest Hunt for the Sacred Items. As you can see, we have the quick launcher loaded up. This is where you can find our game to download. There will be a link in the description to where you can download the quick launcher. It will be the top link in the description. Anyways, you can find us here with our icon. You'll be prompted to install our game here, and once you've installed it, it will let you press play. And let's go load it up now. Awesome, all loaded up now. If I didn't say before, I'm actually the co-founder of Eternals. My name is Zora. I'm going to be going through some of the changes and improvements we've made to our quest. As you can see, this is our menu launcher. I've actually tried turning down the volume a little bit so you can hear my voice. You have that ability to change it as you like. Obviously that's going to be far too loud for the tutorial. However, when you're playing the game, people like playing it out of their monitor, playing it out of, I don't know, just their headphones, just tuning it to how you like. Currently this is just a test version of our settings where we'll have different things such as graphics changing, different things of our controls, but it's all here at the moment for the basic stuff. And we also have a play game section where it's also the beginning phases of it, where we're going to have all our different quests here. Firstly, Hunt for the Sacred Items. The next one potentially being named Dungeon Siege. That isn't fully confirmed yet. With a description of each quest here. There'll be tutorials on how to play the game in the future, online servers, and community-made maps, and some extra stuff that we will have there. Now, let's get loaded into Hell's House. Sorry, just cutting in before playing the game. I just realized when reviewing the recording that there's one small thing to mention. Before you play any of our quests, it's probably best to actually read this description down here so you know what you're getting into before beginning the quest. So play as the angel in disguise, slipping into enemy territory, Hell's House. Unlock a sequence of clues to find where the deadly sins have hidden the stolen treasure of the holy virtues, the sacred items, and then you can load the game. Sorry, we'll get back into it now. Awesome, there we go. To actually go through some of the changes that have been made, we have user commanded dialogue instead of timed dialogue, more fluid avatar movement, as you can see, and actually a few more animations such as crouching, sprint, and also there's a slow walk. We have that user interface overhaul, where you saw the menu we just saw, our settings. We have some high definition cutscenes because before they were a bit grainy. And we have more smooth interactions when you're interacting within the environment. As before, there were some bugs where they had to reapproach objects over and over and spam press it. There was just very early teething errors. We've improved our camera clipping, so let's say I'm going through here. It doesn't like clip or anything. I can't look underneath the floorboards, so the camera has been sorted out. And I've also packaged the environment better so a wider range of devices will be able to play. But it still requires a PC with a graphics card, a decent graphics card at that, but obviously that's something we aim to improve in the future. The only issues we still have persisting, which will be fixed, the main one is the bones. As you can see, the arms are resting a little bit awkwardly, and also where the sandals are supposed to be, it's floating, if you realize, because there is an issue with the bones. But that's being fixed with our big avatar update, which there will be avatars for all 13,000 of our NFTs. And the bones will be applied to even this avatar, and it will all be fixed. So just the arms and feet have a little bit of an issue at the moment, but that will be fixed. And then the only other small issue is if you play the piano and then go into a cutscene, it will play the lobby environment music double. So that's the only little thing extra. To get kick-started on the quest, as you can see in the top left, our mission progress is 0%. But if you look at the lobby book, you can interact with it by pressing F. It says Hades is hosting a Deadly Sins meeting on the upper floor. Now is the perfect time to carry out my mission while they're all distracted. Intel told me the merchant is a chatterbox. Maybe I should start there to find clues. You can actually, you're not just stuck there, you can move around. If you go out of the range, it will stop, and you can actually just click the escape key just to finish it quicker. But as you can see in the top left, it now says 10%. There's 10 key things we have to find. It starts off pretty easy, as you can see the merchant up there with the lobby shop, but there's also things you can interact with which don't necessarily affect the quest, but it gives you more information about the environment, which will help you with the quest. Not necessarily this one. Looks like these Deadly Sins don't treat their guests too well. Better be careful. A lot of creepy looking gear around. This is a pretty helpful one going forward. Interact with deceased enemy, or entity, sorry. The remains of an enemy spy caught gathering intel. What a dreadful fate met by the hands of Hades. So when we say an enemy spy, we're also an enemy spy. So he's one of our own who's been caught. That will be helpful for us in the future. Another one is the Hades portrait. The ominous ruler of all deadly sins, Hades, the personification of evil itself. We have this little spinning artifact here. Cursed objects seem to be scattered around the lobby. It wouldn't be too wise to touch them, which is true. The piano I was talking about, let's play that. Nice soothing music, but after it's done it changes back to the lobby music. There's a few more of these things, but we'll start with the quests, and I'll if there's any more I will interact with them, such as the Hades Quarter, for example. I shouldn't go down here now. The deadly sins are at the end of this hallway. I need to find the sacred items. So this is where Hades and his the other deadly sins will be found. Here we have the merchant in the lobby shop. Here we go. Little fun fact, one of our community members is the voice of the merchant. He won the competition and it works really well. It's new around here.
Come in, Turtle.
Seems you're after stolen treasure. Lots of this can be found here. I might talk to you if you give me some eternal. Here's a portal room. I don't want to go teleporting anywhere. I've got to complete the mission first. So in the actual Overworld game, when the game is ready, you'll be able to teleport to different areas around the map here and other different missions. And the Hades Quarter leads to a whole different area with a statue we've got planned for it. We're now 20% of the way through the quest. Interact with furniture. Looks surprisingly comfy. Yeah. Alright, this is where you can pick up some Eternal. You wouldn't be able to do this before, but this is where there's the most concentration of Eternal, so we thought it made sense to put it here. Eternal acquired. Alright, let's go back to the merchant.
Vandal Jazzarum
Seems you speak my language, new guy.
Come in, Turtle.
Truth is, I have no idea where the stolen treasure you're after is, Kick-Hair. I've heard that the ancient fire downstairs knows a heck of a lot of things. Good luck deciphering its riddles. Well, you don't know which fire it is. Some people might think, oh, it's here. But actually, that's not true. Explore a little bit more. This is the games room. Isn't the time to be having fun. I need to find some clues to get our stolen treasure. A lot of these rooms will be, and the other floors will be opened when the overworld is open. And we have different quests targeting different areas, not in this house, but in the other areas of the overworld. We'll go in there later. This is actually the phantom kind of locker room before you actually get into the main phantom room. So this is the locked door. Only one type of key could open a door like this. Your soul would have to be truly tarnished to be able to hold such a thing. I won't be able to pass through here. There, this is the phantom key that they were on about. An ominous key for the most evil of entities. Just being close to it makes me feel ill. That sinister aura. And you can see at the top there, can only be touched by those who have fallen into depravity. The Phantom Key is actually an NFT asset we have minted. There's 111 of them, and it was for our early supporters, and it is a VIP asset with monthly rewards and other alpha and benefits we have for it. You can check that out on our website. But this is the fire we're on about right here. So let's speak to the ancient fire. It's a high definition cutscene, which before it was a bit grainy. For future cutscenes, we'll probably time them better. We weren't in control of the timing on this one since it was made by somebody else. But in the future, when we're doing our own cutscenes, we'll time it so it's a bit easier to read. I won't read it out loud. You can pause it if you like. I'll tell you the most important line for the clue going forward. So when you saw the line where it says, "Seek the echoes of the silent spy," if you've been interacting with our environment, you'd have known, actually, this was an enemy spy just like myself. Is there anything around here? Well, as you can see, there's a notebook over here, which is you can now interact with that. You're halfway through the quest. So interact with Spy's notes. I can't make out most of it. Looks like he was in a rush right before he met his demise. I think it says that a cursed book holds important details on the secrets of Hell's House. Well, what is the only room we haven't been in? That is the one on the left here, which is a room with all the different cursed items. These items here on the table is actually an NFT called the cursed items. There's 256 of them, I believe, and these items will be able to use in the overworld with special powers and abilities. And they were won for the people who first completed this quest, but you can still purchase them on the JPEG store. Well, when you interact with the environment, right here we can see you interact with the hexed water. It's said this hexed water contaminates any other liquid it comes in contact with. It would be the end of the world if this reaches the sea. Well, this isn't a cursed book, so you can see one right here. Read the cursed book. The details on the cursed items inside this room are truly horrifying. I need to warn the others. The mask on the table behind me could be useful. Its powers allow movement through hidden passages. Well, this is where the quest gets to the later stages of it. Interact with the cursed mask. A strange, ominous power is coursing through my body and soul. New realms have been revealed to my vision. Where can I find a clue on which passage to take? So, as you can see, the mask is now gone from the table and you're now wearing it. Well, we gotta look for some clues. A lot of people have said they went to talk to the merchant again, but realized he's not going to tell them anything new. But actually, if we speak to the fire again, we get a new cutscene with our mask on. We got to decipher it once more, the riddles. Again, pause it if you have to. I won't be reading it out. I'll just be letting you know the important line. Okay, hopefully my recording is getting the game in its quality. You can download it yourself to see it, and if not, because we know a lot of people don't currently have a device to play this game, we just want to see how it's going, but hopefully my PC is recording it alright. But the important thing from that line actually was it said about seeking a twisted reflection. If you were in the cursed items room, you'd realize that you actually don't get a proper reflection in this cursed mirror. It's a bit distorted. So when we come to look at it, travel through the hidden passage. I think we've interacted with everything in the environment now. It's a relatively short quest. I think on average it took people 20 minutes to complete it. It's not too difficult, but this was our very beginning quest just to get a feel for the quality of the environment we're building and also learn what people would prefer about the way we're developing it, such as most of it was actually the user interface and interactions people mentioned. And we'll be doing more stuff on battling next. So the next quest will involve battling. It might be called Dungeon Siege, it might not be, but we're expecting more feedback from the community, where we can then keep improving as we release more quests. Alright, let's go for the final cutscene. As you can see, these are the sacred items. They look very polar to the cursed items you saw on the table. They are also an NFT, with 256 of them, which were also won through our quest. And you will be able to still get them through the JPEG store. But congratulations on completing the quest Hunt for the Sacred Items. We hope you enjoyed the mission and are looking forward to hearing all your feedback. The original quest release with the Sacred Items and NFT airdrop already concluded. However, you are still able to purchase them at, and this is the link. If you wish to follow us on our development journey and be ready for future quest releases, follow us here. This is our Twitter account. And now you can loop back to the main menu. And in the future, hopefully, as I said, there'll be multiple quests you'll be able to play through, different tutorials, online servers when the game is released, and community-made assets and game modes where people can play together. I believe that's everything for the demo. Sorry if it's been going on a little long, and I hope my PC was able to record it properly and pick up my voice okay compared to the sound. I try to tune it, but maybe I got some little bits wrong. But I hope I've done a good job, and I'm looking forward to future quests we get to release to everyone and the progress of Eternals Rise of the Overworld, Roto. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video, and we hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye.